Black seeds, Nigella sativa, an ancient seed for contemporary days. Black seeds, a hot commodity that has been used for 2,000 years. Its discovery in the tomb of King Tut accentuates its medieval importance for medicinal purposes. Its plant is characterized by linear foliage with a pale blue or white colored petals and a capsule containing united follicles that accommodate the real hero that deserves an award, seeds. It is said to be a traditional herbal medicine, and its use is documented in Unani, Ayurveda, prophetic, and Indian traditional medicine systems. The globe calls it by the names that suit their tongues, like black cumin, black caraway, nigella, fennel flower, black seed, and Roman coriander. The names black seed and black caraway are oftentimes confused with the Elwendia persica, so better call it the Nigella, rather than confusing yourself and the sales assistant at your favorite shopping mart. The devil in a bush is not much of a devil in its action when it comes to fight pathological conditions, as it bears various macromolecules, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and total ash, vitamins B and E. The literature holds ample evidence regarding the biomedical and pharmacological activities of black cumin. Equipped with a plethora of nutritious constituents, it surely has the fruitful power of delivering health to those who need it. Gone are the days when Nigella was used for just mere headaches. There is so much more devoted to its name now. This little wonder seed is declared to be a remedy for everything short of death. Just imagine. No, you can't. That's why you're listening. Let's make your read a little worthwhile by providing you with the fringe benefits of this versatile wonder seed that are enjoyed all around the globe. Evanesco, respiratory problems. The great vanishing spell, Evanesco, that we learned by our very own Harry Potter, was already known to Nigella sativa when it dueled with the respiratory issues and guarded the code of honor. A report was published in 2013 where 80 asthmatic patients were taken under observation. Half of the subjects were administered with the black seed oil, while the other half received a placebo of olive oil. After a period of 4 weeks, vivid results satisfied the researchers with the fact that the former half of the asthmatic patients manifested improved performance of the test. Other studies included the use of boiled extract of Nigella, and clear dilation of bronchioles was seen at the elevated symptoms of asthma. Asthma as a result of chronic airway inflammation that is attributed to excessive interaction of inflammatory mediators and cells. The active constituents like thymoquinone, nagellone, and aheterin exhibit an anti-inflammatory, bronchodilatory, bronchioles relaxant, and antihistaminic effect that makes N-sativa a perfect infectious fit against asthma. The active constituents like thymoquinone, nigellone, and aheterin exhibit anti-inflammatory, bronchodilatory, bronchioles relaxant, and the antihistaminic effect that makes the N-sativa a perfect. Further, it also treats cold, chronic cough, sinusitis, hay fever, and other disorders that account for both upper and lower respiratory issues. Its consumption to enjoy its perks is as easy as ABC. Just follow any of the given instructions to help yourself. Pour a teaspoon of black seed oil in boiling water and inhale its vapors for 30 minutes. Take a teaspoon of black seed oil in the morning and 1 teaspoon in the evening. Take a teaspoon of black seed with a glass of water. Mix a teaspoon of black seed with a teaspoon of honey and consume it. Apply black seed oil or its water extract or alcohol extract on your back and chest, preferably before bedtime, as a preventative measure against nocturnal symptoms of asthmatic attacks. Liver-friendly and antioxidant. Liver is the only vital organ that is involved in the various bodily functions, including removal of toxins, metabolism of drugs, processing of nutrients, and production of proteins and chemicals that are crucial to health. Your liver is quite sensitive towards oxidative stress and quickly melts down under the process of injury rather than adapting to the environment. The most critical liver damages that are regulated by oxidative stress include hepatic ischemia reperfusion injury, hepatocellular carcinoma, hepatic stellate cells, paracetamol-induced liver damage, viral hepatitis, fatty liver, alcoholic liver disease, cirrhosis. Free radicals, more commonly known as reactive oxygen species, play a vital role in the expansion of oxidative stress and share a good amount of contribution that accounts for liver damage. They bring about the irreversible cell injury that ultimately leads to necrosis. Chronic hepatitis conspires a vicious cycle which leads to liver cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma. A study concluded that intake of extracts of N-sativa with or without the extract of garlic decreases the viral load that enhances the functioning of liver. A mixture of these extracts produced synergism of action and proved to be quite fruitful rather than a separate consumption. N-sativa also helpful in combining virus by decreasing the viral load, which makes it useful for hepatitis patients. The studies claimed sustained seroreversion increased CD4 cell count and alleviated symptoms. Farewell to sugary. Suffering with diabetes is not just a singular disorder, but a cascade of disorders runs down the column, rendering the list of resultant diseases to be enough that surpasses the imagination of layperson. Diabetes is like an arrow immersed in curare, arrow poison. When it spears through your body, it does not just injure the area of interest, but gradually engulfs all the vitals and accounts for not-so-distant end organ damage. But beating a dead horse never proved fruitful. Precisely when you thought there was no way out of diabetes mellitus, Nigella Sativa made its path out of the crowd to be at your rescue. Standard treatments are not anymore capable of rectifying the imbalance of blood glucose levels alone, and the creation is in dire need of something. A research panel recruited 94 patients of diabetes mellitus type 2, and they were orally administered with capsules containing Nigella Sativa in a dose of 1, 2, and 3 milligrams a day for about 12 weeks, or 3 months. So, a 2 milligram capsule per day as adjuvant therapy to oral hypoglycemic agents proves to be of great use and can bring wonders to the patients of diabetes mellitus type 2. Another study proves that Nigella Sativa is highly capable of controlling the diabetic complications by its antioxidative effect. Nigella Sativa oil, or extract, remarkably decreases the diabetes-induced lipid peroxides and hyperglycemia, all while appreciably increasing serum insulin concentration. Just when you thought it's over, well, no. Here comes the real task that is strategically to prevent apoptosis in microvascular and macrovascular structure. Now it is evident Nigella Sativa has ultra-protective effect against diabetes. Immunity booster. That is exactly how it attained the praise that says, Nigella possesses cure of everything but death. It can effortlessly regulate both the infectious and non-infectious conditions like allergy or cancer. A research employed mice to test the anti-tumor activity, macrophage activity, and splenocyte proliferation of N-sativa. The result manifested fruitful responses with enhanced splenocyte proliferation in a dose-responsive manner, a much-needed leg up for rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic ailment characterized by swelled-up joints, degenerated collagen fibers, and atrophic bones. When idiopathic etiology scientists have somehow agreed to blame the state of autoimmunity being the reason. A clinical study invested in taking 40 female volunteers with rheumatoid arthritis. They received N-sativa oil caplets at 500 milligrams twice a day that alleviated the symptoms that indicates the immunomodulatory activity of our wonder seed. Its mechanism of action is believed to be the effect of oxidative stress and the inflammatory mediators. Therefore, sipping some N-sativa oil in your routine will certainly help to steer clear of the nuisance, and further, it's very cost-effective, because if you are sagacious, then you will always choose the best ends at the best means to save for the rainy days. Neurological disorder suppressor. The magic spells of N-sativa truly knows no bounds. It candidly sweeps the scum internally from your body, leaving you rejuvenated for the rest of your life. A clinical trial was designed in which treatment of intractable pediatric seizures was executed with water extract of black cumin versus placebo as an adjunct therapy to anti-epileptic drugs. Anti-cancer agent. Cancer of any trait pushes the patients back to the wall. It becomes the bane of life, and the patient's body demands cure at any cost to function in a proper fashion. And the most ironic part about cancer is nothing is eligible enough to blame the abnormal cell growth but the patient's own body. It has to carry the can and face the chill winds. Cast iron stomach. Gastrointestinal disorders have always been the talk of the town. It keeps hold of several diseases that throws its victim to dire straits. A clinical trial confirmed N-sativa oil in the treatment of celiac disease. It concluded that gluten-free diet, along with the intake of N-sativa oil at 450 milligrams twice a day, portrays a significant improvement. Now it depends on you whether you incorporate it into your diet or adjunct therapy to alleviate your illness.